Well, again, we got to get back where we were last week about the Bible and how that all came about and what made it work the way it works. There's a lot of truth in the Bible and a lot of good wisdom on how to live. I'm not knocking any of that. In fact, the matter is, I'm all for it. It's a good way to live. It's a good way to practice your spirituality. But the most important thing of all is remember, all that wisdom and all that knowledge is within you. Now, what does the Bible really say, and how does it say it? Well, again, as I ended last week, it says, love thy neighbor as thyself, and love yourself. Well, how much love can that be when you want to control other things and other people? That's the problem, control. Why do we have to control? Well, man has within itself a particular thing that we call natural law. Let me explain natural law in a way that I think you'll understand better. First of all, if you have a seed, and it's a seed, let's say, of corn, and you plant it, peas are not going to come up. Corn is going to come up. And if you plant a pea seed, a little green pea, you're going to have peas come up. You're not going to have corn come up. Now, why does that happen? Well, within the nature of that seed is what it already is, what it's going to become, and what it's becoming is what it is. Now, it does take more than just the seed. First of all, that seed has to be planted in fertile soil, meaning you couldn't plant it in a bleached out soil. That's why today the fertilizer business is a big thing, and they use synthetic fertilizers. I'm going to use that as an illustration in a minute. Then it needs to get the proper amount of growth, water. It has to come in to get that growth. Now we come back to the Bible. Bible is like water to you. You're the seed. Within you is everything that's in God. You're everything in the small that God is in the large. Says so in every book of the Bible. Jesus said it, and Buddha said it. Know yourself, and the great philosophers all said it. Within you is all that wisdom and knowledge and understanding. All you got to do is bring it forth. You got to let it flow. You got to take the time to nurture it. Now, the Bible is a good watering ground. That's a good place to water yourself and to find out. But what is it that we have to grow in? The physical, the body, the thing we're in now. Yeah, you're not just blood, guts, and vomit. You're a spiritual being. You're using this body as your vehicle right now. It's helping you grow. Oh yeah, I've explained the difference between spirit and soul and mind. Those are all three different things. Some people say the main purpose of the body is to carry the brain around. That's not quite right. I think the brain and the body, it's kind of like a motor, or you might say software and hardware with a computer if you're a nerd. And if you're a mechanic, why, it's a motor, and the brain needs energy and needs food, and that's the education, and that's where you get a chance to make up your own mind about what you're doing and what you're saying and what you're thinking and how you act. Now, there's the key. You see, even the car doesn't work right if it ain't moving. It's got to act. Same with the computer. It can sit there dead all day long, even though it has all the best software in the world in it, and you got the latest technology. It takes action. You got to act. And that's what I want you to do, is to put love in action in all of your life. Whatever you do, put love in action. How are you going to do that? Well, it's pretty hard. Jesus said it, when you get smote on the cheek, turn the other cheek. I hope he meant the ones we sit on and not the ones that's in our face, because some of those slaps are pretty hard. You know, they say that when things are going bad, it's like going through a dark tunnel. There's always a light at the end of it. When one door closes, another one opens to something better. All true, but sometimes we forget to open the door, and sometimes we have an awful long dark tunnel. Doesn't matter. The truth is always prevalent, and it never, ever changes. It's always there. And I assure you that you have nothing but good promised to you and being delivered in your life if, and here's the thing, if you get the proper water and you're planted in the right soil. Now the soil again is the body and the environment. We make it right. Fertilizer. Hey, what is that fertilizer? Hell to the ass for the best. Fertilizer is a return of your love. You say, well, I love people, they don't love me back. You don't need to. The warmth of your love comes back to you, and that's more than any reward. And once again, I want to thank you for allowing me to share just a little of the very little that I know. And God bless you all. I'll see you all next week, or I'll talk to you all next week. You can see me, I can't see you.